Ruby Crisp Muscadine update. So this is July 28, 2025, our last update. The Ruby Crisp, they're still green and tiny like this, but now we're getting the color, the ruby color, and we're getting some size as well. And we have 4 Ruby Crisp right here. We have 2 that are their second year in ground. I let them fruit a little bit, and they're going to basically take over. A lot of this is still the summit, so they'll basically take over half of that and half of this line right here. And here's the other second year in ground Ruby Crisp. Let's take a look at the fruit. I let it fruit just a little bit. Same size. And then we have 2 third year in ground Ruby Crisp. That's one, and that's another one right there. And these guys are loaded, I would say. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna go inside the, like a Geneva style trellis for the front vineyard. They're quite loaded with fruits, with grapes, and there's still some little ones and a lot of green ones. So they're not quite ready, but I think we might be able to do a taste test on some. Okay, I'm gonna take a look here. Pretty loaded, and they're quite vigorous, vigor-wise, vegetation-wise. Lots of leaves, lots of vines. So these fruits are well supported. Look how thick the canopy right there. And even here, and I trimmed this also. I trimmed the bottom so I can mow properly. So there they are. There's quite a bit right here. If I lift this up, they're hard to show, but there's lots and lots of grapes underneath. And a lot of them are still green. There you go. Then over here, there they are. Oh, got one that fell. Is it ready? Or did it get damaged? The bird probably pecked on it. But there's the color. Let me see. This one might be ready. Let's see. Really juicy. The skin, I mean, I would say it's the most edible of all the muscadine, other than the, I guess the seedless. It's not quite ready, but it's sweet already and juicy. The skin adds to the tart taste. Let me just kind of clear this off right here. There's a lot of damaged ones. I don't want the other one getting affected. All right, there you go. And on this side, there's still plenty of green over there. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can try some of these here. This looks dark already. They're not soft yet. They're not as ruby color as this one. They're a little darker, but you can tell right there. They're still not quite ready yet. Let's do a taste test on this one. That is excellent. One of our favorites here. Sweet, not very strong in muscadine flavor, so I think they developed this and kind of like as close to table grape. The skin is still thick, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I would eat it. It's crunchy enough, it's crisp enough. Yeah, Ruby Crisp is really good. All right, this is from the second, not quite ready right there. All right, let's see how far it got. So, all right, it'll make it so. I'll cut it right here, and then the summit can also stop right here. All right, here's summit. Man, summit is good. I know this is a Ruby Crisp video, but let's try a summit. Very muscadine flavor. Skin is a lot thicker. But the flavor is so good, especially when you let it overripe a bit. I mean, they're not massive, like they're not supreme, but they're also not very small. I mean, some of them are, but they can get decent size. Not ping pong, but not bad. All right, so if you only plan to plant, it's one muscadine, I would recommend a Ruby Crisp. Just watch out for sugar content if you're diabetic. They're not even fully ripe and they're so good already. This is Northeast Texas, by the way, Zone 8B. Ruby Crisp is one of our early ripening. My sugar gate, they're not even close to getting full color. The sugar gate are earliest in the big vineyard in the back. Not quite ready, you can see right here, but they have that ruby color right there. Then they get dark, they're almost purple, not as black as the other ones. So super juicy. There's 2 seeds. Skin is definitely edible, and you want to eat the skin on muscadine. That's where all the advantages of the fruit, health benefits and all that. But sometimes the skin is just too thick on a lot of the varieties. All right, I guess next update on Ruby Crisp is when they're fully ripe. I would say in 2 weeks or a month for some of this, and then we'll do another taste test then. So yeah, plant a Ruby Crisp if you only have one. Look at this one, I let it grow into the string lights right here and fruited a lot on this side. It's just loaded there. Look at the string, look at the wire just bended. Okay, let's end it with a shot over here where there's plenty of them.